Wow, this thing cut on without me even knowing it was on. Okay, yeah, so I just left the MAC store and I am not too pleased. Okay, let me tell you, those people are so darn rude. When I came in, like the first time that I came, when I got the NC50 that I did the demo for you guys, it was a like Asian guy, and you know, he had his little long hair and his highlights and stuff, and he was, you know, extra geeked or whatever. But he was kind of busy. He had some other folks that was coming while I was there, but at the same time, he was just a bit rude. Like, he really didn't know much. When he already put the makeup on my face, he was like doing like this, like he didn't want to touch me, like he didn't really want to touch black skin or whatever, and that's fine. But I went today, and when I walked in, it was another Asian person, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Asians. I'm just saying that these were like Asian American people, kind of mixed. I don't know what they were mixed with, but they had really, really dark skin. And so, she just looked at me, and she kind of like, you know, just gave me this look. Yes. And I was like, oh, if you're helping someone else, because it was a lady sitting down in a makeover chair. And I was like, well, if you're helping someone else, then I'll just wait. She was like, no, she has an appointment and she can wait. I'm like, feeling rude. I mean, I feel bad for this lady sitting in the chair because she's like, she can wait. And I'm like, no, you can go ahead and handle her. I'll just look around. So I started to tell her the dilemma about the NC50 being just a smidgen, maybe 2 points too dark. And so she went over, I was like, that's okay, I'll just look. So I started looking at the Match Master, and I'm putting on Match Master Scope. I still have dark spots all over my hand, if you can see that, from trying on different foundations that was absolutely too dark. But let me tell you why I would even put on something that is that dark, okay? She comes over with the lady from Clinique. Yeah, Clinique, not even a MAC person. And she's like, yeah, this lady's gonna help me because I'm the only one here right now. And I was like, I had been done with her, okay? So the lady from Clinique comes over, and she's like, she's such a sweet, sweet lady. She was really trying to help me, but it really wasn't nothing she can do. But so she's trying on, she said, here's her color. She's either gonna be an 8.0 or 8.5. Look at my face, y'all. Where do I look like I'm an 8.0 at, or 8.5? Where? Please tell me. And I'm like, what? It didn't even make sense. If I'm complaining about the NC50 being a smidget too dark, why in the world would you go in, why would you take me down? And then she said NC55. Was she slow or something? So I said the 8.5, are you serious? And then the lady from Clinique was like, that's gonna be too red. That's gonna be too red for her. And she was like, she's not gonna know what it's gonna feel like until she puts it on her face. She's not gonna know until she, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I came up here the other day with a face full of nothing. Okay, and I said, I still walked out here with the wrong color. So pretty much she put this stuff on me. Well, she was like, try the 8.5. So me and the lady from Clinique start putting on different ones. Look how dark this is. My hand is dark from eczema, and it is still too dark for my hand. Okay, look at that. What is this? How is it? How in the world would that even possibly match my face? And I just was like, okay, I'm getting over with this lady. So next thing I know, I'm standing there and I'm just about to give up. Okay, I tried the sculpt. It was a little too light, and then the only other one that they had that might have matched was too dark. And so I was like, this is supposed to be MAC. Y'all supposed to be one of the lower ends of the higher ends, and I'm getting nowhere. So right when I was gonna give up, this other lady out of nowhere, like, her name was Naya Seem or something like that, a really pretty name, and she came over and she was like, do you need some help? And I was like, oh my gosh, are you working? And I looked down at her little thing, and she had like her little makeup, satchel on with all her brushes and stuff. And I was like, yay. And so she came and she was like, yeah, I can help you. And I told her my dilemma. She's like, oh. She's like, you're just going to have to do what I do with MAC, and which is mix up my color. She said, because she said the whatever color she wear was a little too dark. And then she said, I said, if they had an NC48 or NC47, I'd be in luck. And so anyways, long story short, I got another MAC, okay? And what she told me to do was what I thought I was gonna have to do anyway, which was mix the NC45 and the NC50. So, and I did buy a pump. She was like, I'm gonna make sure, you know, you got a pump and everything. And I was like, thank you. And she's like, next time you come, you ask for me and I'll get you together. And I was like, good. Somebody with sense. That's what I like. You got somebody, you work on commission. And you got a person coming in here confused. I'm not trying to be funny, but like, isn't that your best customer? Especially if you know they're gonna buy something. Because you can tell a customer that's going to buy something versus a customer that's not going to buy something. The one that's not going to buy something is going to be the one that come in and just start putting on everything. Just start testing stuff and looking at stuff and trying this and trying that. But the person that comes in and say, hey, I need help. Can you come over here? I bought this last time, this and this. That's the person that's going to buy something and give you some money. And if you work on commission, I'm trying to follow any customer around that needs me, okay? So anyways... So here's my little pump, and it was like $8, but you know, I needed it to put on. So here's my NC50, as you've already seen, and here's the 45. Now the 45 is too light for me, okay? And the 50 is too dark for me, okay? So I fall somewhere in the middle. So I'm gonna have to do a demo for you guys. And I'm going to mix these, combine these two and try to, but I have to work with it myself to figure it out. So I don't want to be trying to show you guys something and I don't know what the heck I'm doing myself. But what I'll do is, yeah, I'll make sure to get a demo for you out by tomorrow morning because I got to go to school anyways. So I have to do my face, which I am so dreading class. I'm like, the weekend is over already. I am not ready for class tomorrow. 3 hours of blah, blah, and blah. Okay? So, let's go ahead and stick one of these on. Ooh! Look at that. Okay, there we go. And I guess you take that off that way. I should have bought 2 of them, but I'm like, $16? I don't think so. I better took this off of here and put it in that one since they're gonna be mixed anyway, you know. But I should have bought some little things. So let's put a little bit on my face instead of my hand, because my hand is not gonna do it any justice. I don't want to pump too much out. All right, y'all. I'm trying to get this, y'all. Okay. Come on. All right, there we go. So let's pump a little bit here. You can see what I'm doing. And there's the 45. And I'm just gonna show you how it's too light. Now if you can see that, that's a little, it's a little too light. Just a, you know, it's a little light. Even in my arm, that's a little light. You see, so just a little light. So I mean, it does oxidize down to a tan, but still a little too light. So maybe if I take a little bit of the 45 and then a smidgen of the 50. Now you see the difference in those two? Okay. It's like Mac needs to figure out, if he really wanted to do Match Masters, he should have went down 0.5 for everything. Well, I think he did, but I mean, not for Match Masters. Look, I'm trying to do this here. Not for Match Masters, but for Studio Fix. And even Match Masters isn't right, because 7.0 was way too light and 7.5 was way too dark. So really, he just, it's not working. He needs to like get some people who have warm and yellow undertones. Okay, so I'm gonna take these two colors, if you can see that dark color and that, and I'm just gonna mix them in my fingers together. Let's do it like that. And now you can see that that is more towards my color. So that will look probably a lot better. Let's try my chin area. Remember, I got makeup on now, so there's no telling what it's gonna look like on camera. But as you can see, that's a pretty cool color. You know, that's what I need right there. MAC, or anybody who works for MAC, if you're watching this, this is what we need. The people that's the color like me, in between a 45 and a 50, we need something like that. Yeah, so I like that, you know. Even down, let's see, let's try. Don't look at my neck, because I have to make my neck match my face. So even there, you know. So we need to find a color in between. I'm trying to like MAC, you guys, but I'm gonna be honest, after these two are gone, I think I'm gonna be done with MAC. Yeah. So that's it, guys, for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video out to you guys. And I do have a lot of foundations, and I want to get rid of those foundations before I do any more foundation hauling. And I have so much makeup now, so I'm not going to be doing any more things that has to do with makeup unless it's demos and, you know, tutorials on certain looks and things like that. But other than that, I'm definitely not going to get any more foundations. I'm done for like a long time. Okay, so that's it, guys. I really wanted to try to match masters, but it wasn't a master of matching. Don't let it fool ya, because if it couldn't get my color together, then and I'm just a normal. To me, I'm not that different. There's nothing that different. I got a little bit of brown and warm and yellow, and, you know, combine them, make it neutral. But whatever, if they do decide to get something like a 7.25 or 7.2.5, no, 7.2.5, whatever is in between 7.0 and 7.5, like 7.2.5, whatever, like something in between those two, then I will be their #1 customer. And if they get something like an NC 48, yeah. So they should come out with some extra points. Yeah, really, because I'm not the only one who mixes 45 and 50. Seriously. Seriously, seriously. And there's other people who mixes colors that's darker, and there's other people who mix colors that are lighter. And the lady that was there, she's way lighter. She was like an NC 35, you know what I mean? So, and she still has to mix hers. You know, so it really doesn't matter if you're Caucasian, if you're Mexican, it doesn't matter, whatever, Caribbean, it doesn't matter if you're African, black, there's still someone out there who can't find their shade in MAC. So MAC, you're shady, but not shady enough. Okay, guys, I'm out.